Okay, so how do we make the print bigger when we print out a song sheet? Okay, so there are three ways of doing this. I'm just going to show you the first way, which is the easiest way. I'm just opening a file there. Let's go into the Belfast Uke Jam Songbook and scroll down till you get to a song. It doesn't matter what one it is. Let's just go with Dream Will Do. Now, so the print there, I mean, it's okay, you could live with it, but if you want to make it bigger, the three ways of doing that. The first way, now wait a minute, what page is this first of all? Page 61, okay? There we are, page 61. So, you can press right click on the mouse, and then you can print, or you can just go straight to print there, okay? And just ignore that. Okay, now it was page 61, wasn't it? So we want to get to page 61. We input that there. Okay, and that's the song. Now we go into more settings. In there, paper size. Now that's 100%, which is where that is. All you need to do is just click on that. That goes to 110%, and that takes it bigger. Click again, that takes it bigger still. Click again, takes it bigger still. So there you go, that's really straightforward, and you can do it whatever size you want. You want it 85 or 84, and you can take it smaller, larger, whatever you want. So that is how you do it, and then you simply press print when you're ready, and that is the easiest way of doing it. There's another couple of ways of doing it. I'm just going to show you. Let's open that again. Now let's go back to the same song, and a Dream Will Do. Now this is a wee bit time consuming, but it's another way of doing it. So what I'm going to do is highlight all the text here. Now it's not going to take these chord charts in, that's all the thing, but I'm highlighting all that. So I'm holding down the left click on the mouse and highlighting all of that there, and then I'm right click to copy. So I've copied the song. Let's minimize that. Now open a Word document and then paste it on there. Now as you can see, that's how it turns out. But if I highlight all of that, I can increase that size, but then you have to go in and change it all. So I close my eyes, I know that's the first words, first lines, and you could go through all of that. You can compare it with the actual song sheet itself, and yeah, but it's time consuming. So you could put the two of them together and say, right, I close my eyes, right, okay. So that's quite time consuming, okay. There's another way of doing it, and what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get rid of all of this. I'm going to keep that Word document open, but I'm going to minimize it. Now, if you get this here, the song you want, and then do a screenshot. So on your, depends on your keyboard, there'll be a Windows icon. Right, so you press the Windows icon and look for another button on your keypad called Print Screen, PRTSC. So you press the Windows and the PRTSC, print screen, at the same time, and you saw it flashing there. That means it's taking a screenshot. So I'm going to minimize that, go into this here, pictures, screenshots, and that's the screenshot there. So I've taken that picture there. So I'm going to open it, and then I'm going to edit this. So go into edit, and then you can take this down so you get to just the song or just the bits you want. Now that's what we're going to copy onto a Word document, and once we copy it onto a Word document, we can expand the size of it. Okay, the only thing to keep in mind with this one though is it's going to be an image, a picture. So if you go in too tight and then you expand it in the Word document, it could be a bit blurry or a bit dark. But anyway, I'm going to go with that there. So yeah, I'm just going to go with that size there. Save as, I'm just going to call it song. SONG, and I'm going to put it as a JPEG, JPG or JPEG. I'm just going to go JPEG, and I'm going to save it to the desktop. I've called it song, just save it there. So I've saved that, I can close that. Now, there it's there, song. Okay, go back to your Word document, open that, and you can simply slide that into there. Okay, and now if you click on that, you can start expanding it that way. Now you see what's happening here, it's going off screen. So how do I move that around? Simple way, go into this little icon here, and then if you click there, that'll tell you how your image will behave and compared to the text round about it. So there it's quite tight. This is the one, seems to be the default. So if you could go in there, and that means if there's any text round about that image, it'll be tight against the image. Or you could go in there, any of them really, to be honest with you, as long as there's no text on the page. So I'm going to go there, and it means I can move this around on the page. And then I can expand that, move it there, can expand it again, can bring this down, whatever I want, and that makes it a bit bigger there. Okay, so that is the third way to do it. So I'm just going to close that now, don't save it. But as I say, probably the best way is you go into open your document, you want to increase the size of, go into print, ignore that. Once it opens, we want page 6, was it 61? Okay, and then more settings, and then you can just increase that size or decrease or whatever, and that should do it. And then you just simply print. Okay, hope that's helpful.